All right, viewers, getting the visuals coming in right now where we can see that the Samajwadi Party delegation is in Haldwani. Exclusive visuals coming on Republic from Haldwani. The first visuals of the SP delegation in Haldwani coming in for you. Remember, the Supreme Court has agreed to hear a matter related to eviction of about 5,000 people from Haldwani, allegedly from railways land, and the plea for urgent hearing is made by Advocate Prashant Bhushan. A massive protest had broken out as well in Uttarakhand's Haldwani over the anti-encroachment drive that happened yesterday. And the Supreme Court has fixed January 5th as a date for hearing the petition challenging the Uttarakhand High Court's decision ordering the state authorities to remove encroachment from railway land in Haldwani. At the same point of time, we are seeing that the SP delegation has arrived right now in Haldwani in Uttarakhand. Madhurima, take us through what's happening on ground.
Under the scanner, and now the SP delegation is here. They are going to recce the entire area and talk to the people about their woes, about their complaints, and what do they have to say. But the moot point remains the same. What is the point of this participation here at this particular time? Because they do not have, they do not have a government here. The MLA is from the Congress party and not from the Samajwadi party. So what is the point of coming here and minting political benefits out of this entire matter? Because we've seen in the past as well as to how Samajwadi Party workers and leaders have come forward and tried to communalize the entire matter. And this entire delegation coming here shows that how this this idea of communalizing and minting political benefit out of the entire situation is still going on. So now they're going into the insides of this entire area, and they will be decking it. And after that, it's highly likely that they're going to even hold a press conference over here. Now the matter is in the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court will be hearing the matter on January 5th. Now the point here is that this case is between the railways and the people living here. But why are political parties
here? But are political parties participating and trying to mint political mileage out of the entire very vulnerable situation here? As you can see, the kind of crowds over, I request my camera person to show you that the kind of crowds that has gathered here on the road, that after the party delegation arrived, it was not like this in the morning. People were minding their business, but as soon as the Samajwadi Party leaders arrived, a lot of crowd came here. Right behind me are the vehicles. As you can see that the Samajwadi Party tag is there. This is the convoy in which MP from Moradabad, HT Hassan.
Hold on for a second. Madhurima, please hold on for a second. We are being joined by Sumit Hitesh, MLA Haldwani from the Congress. Thank you for joining us. Now we are seeing the SP delegation भी आ गया है. SP delegation भी आ गया है. वहाँ पे आपका reaction क्या है?
My reaction is that we are all in Delhi because we've been on this since the last 6 months when the PIL was, when the interventions on the PIL were being held by the Honorable High Court. We kind of figured out that the state government isn't showing any kind of interest in protecting its citizens' rights. So we asked Mr. Salman Khurshid to represent us in the Supreme Court, and the SLP was being drafted for the last 6 months. And now, delegation is coming there. I'm in Delhi, I just heard. The Congress party delegations, its leaders, its MLAs, our state president, our leader of opposition have all been there during the protests and been there with the public. So, if they're coming here, I don't know. The real fight is in the court. So I think, I don't know what the Samajwadi people are doing there. I think their interest should be more what's happening in the court. Hello?
Right. Also, you have also gone ahead. You have also gone ahead, appeal to the Prime Minister Modi and the Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami to take a humane view of the issue.
Because this matter was being heard in the Honorable High Court. I met the CM at least 5-6 times, asking him to give the state's representation in the High Court. Because see, all the big cities, the municipal corporations of Uttarakhand, 70% are revenue on revenue land, Nazul Bhumi. And this is a similar case here. Now, the railway never went directly to court staking its claim on any land. It was always in the addressal of certain PILs that have been occurring regularly, where the railway suddenly, without a gazette, because if you show ownership of land, especially the railways or defense, they have a gazette map. So they didn't have any evidence. Now, some portion, I do believe, is the railways, but the majority belongs to the state government, the state land. Like I said, 70% of my constituency is people are residing on revenue land. And it's a similar case here. But it's being politicized for no reason, and these people are being victimized for no reason. And people from all religions reside there. There are Hindus, Muslims, there are temples, there are mosques. There are state-run schools. There is a state-run hospital. So is the state government trying to say that they encroached upon railway land and built all these things themselves? Community centers? I mean, it's a gross travesty of justice, and this injustice has been perpetrated by the state government on its own residents.
All right. Thank you so much, Sumit.
Thank you.
Who is the Congress MLA. Haldwani, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go back to Madhurima. Madhurima, you are live with us. You are there at the spot as well. We are seeing the SP delegation come in there. And right now we are seeing a political war of words also playing out.
Well, yes, absolutely, because we just heard the MLA as well. He's saying that he went to the chief minister of the state and tried to speak to him. But the thing is that what he's not telling is that, yes, the state government initially had given an advocate. But however, the people here are not happy with the kind of representation they got in front of the High Court. Right now, I'll just request my camera person to show you around that today. It's not a generally, which is a quiet area. Yesterday I was here the entire day. There was not much crowd, but as you can say today, there's a lot of crowd right on the road, and this is only because of the SP delegation that has arrived here, Shivangi. Now, like I was saying, the moot question over here is that what is the reason behind this recce? What is the entire agenda? What is the purpose of coming here and speaking to people when you have no authority whatsoever in any capacity? Because they have not been elected here by the people. It's a Congress MLA over here. It's a BJP government in the state, and central, we know that it's a BJP government. Then what is the entire idea? Now, with this delegation, we'll show you the pictures that we are showing you. We move a little forward to show you that the crowds are entirely on the road. So you can see that otherwise, like yesterday, it was a quiet area, but because today of the SP delegation over here, everybody has poured out on the streets here in Banbhulpura in Haldwani. And now as we are showing you the pictures, all these pakka houses that we are showing you, these multiple businesses, banks, the schools, all this is under the scanner. This is the part of the 78 acres of road that has been demarked by the railways, and they are contending it is theirs. So if the demolition drive happens, this is the entire area that's going to go down. So the situation here remains sensitive, vulnerable, and the people coming out in the street to see what is the SP delegation up to, if they are going. And I sincerely hope that if the SP delegation has come here with a motive to help these people, that better be it, because we've seen in the past that the agenda behind this entire recce and the kind of statesmen that have been coming in, they're nothing but communal, and they tend to create unrest in such a volatile situation. You can see right all across me is just crowd and crowd. The people have poured out on the streets here in Banbhulpura, leaving their businesses, leaving their work just to see what is happening and what is the idea behind the Samajwadi Party's delegation coming here, Shivangi. As per, if we talk about the fact, the Nainital High Court in 2017, then once again in the Delhi High Court, and then once again the last ruling that came out in December 2022, they all have said that people living here have not been able to produce enough evidence in front of the court that the court could rule in their favor. However, the railway have been able to produce such kind of architectural plan and arguments from their side that the court ruled in their favoring. Now an eviction notice has already been published in the newspapers over here on January 1st. The court had advised the Delhi High Court the court had advised the railway to issue a notice 1 week ahead of demolition. That has been done, but these people people living in the vicinity have approached the Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court has agreed to hear the matter and they will be hearing the matter tomorrow. It's a very crucial day, January 5, Shivangi. But let me tell you the kind of unrest that prevails in this area. My VJ Manish is bringing you all these visuals, the kind of unrest that prevails in this area as soon as the SP delegation came, because I'm here since 9 a.m. in the morning and the people were minding their business. Everything was as it's supposed to be. But as soon as the SP delegation came, you can see the kind of unrest on the street. People have came out, leaving their work, and they are moving in and around the delegation of the Samajwadi Party. The Samajwadi Party delegation has moved inside. They are speaking to people, listening to their woes, but I sincerely doubt as to what is the real agenda behind it, Shivangi, because this is what we have been questioning since yesterday as to why such political participation when the case is a non-political one. It is between the railways and the people living here, and it's a very, very old case. It's in the courts, it's doing rounds in the courts since 2007, and it has gone through the correct legal hierarchy from lower courts to high court to Supreme Court, and all the legalities are being followed. The railways are also looking into it and following all the rules and the directions of the court. Nothing is happening politically, or no action is being taken on the orders or any influence of any political party, but the multiple opposition parties are trying to give it a communal color, are trying to say that a certain section of community is being targeted, Shivangi. But as I have said, that there are multiple temples here, there are dharamshalas here, there are schools here, there are colleges here, not just mosques. So if this entire area goes down, all these buildings will also come down. It is not a communal issue at all. There should not be any political participation, because trying to give it a communal color is creating unrest in such a volatile situation, and that is something that should be pointed out. And that is what we are doing here, is that there is no need to politicize the entire matter. There is no need to spoil the peace and harmony in this area, because the matter is in court's hand. It's sub judice. The courts will hear, the courts will give orders, and those orders shall be followed. The law of the land will be followed, Shivangi. So we have to wait and watch as to what happens today. But as you can see right behind me, all around me, that there's a lot of unrest today on the streets of Haldwani, Bhanbulpur area over here. That is the entire 78 acres under the scanner, Shivangi. Rest we have to see what does the Supreme Court has to say tomorrow. Back to you.
अभी चूंकि मामला न्यायालय में है, और जो भी न्यायालय का आदेश होगा, और हम हमेशा कानून को, संविधान को, सबको मानने वाले लोग हैं, जो भी विधि सम्मत न्यायालय का फैसला होगा सरकार उस पर काम करेगी।
लेकिन सर इसमें पॉलिटिक्स भी की जा रही है। एक सपा का डेलीगेशन आ रहा है, यहाँ हरीश जी उपवास कर रहे हैं, तो ये लगने लगा कि अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट के
देखिए, सभी को माननीय न्यायालय पर भरोसा करना चाहिए, उन पर विश्वास करना चाहिए। हमारी संस्था है और हम सब लोग न्यायालय को मानते हैं, और सरकार के स्तर पर न्यायालय का जो भी निर्णय आएगा वो हमको मानना है।
और हमारे प्रदेश में यदि 50-55 हज़ार लोग, जिसमें बच्चे भी हैं, गर्भवती महिलाएं हैं, वृद्ध महिलाएं हैं, वृद्ध पुरुष हैं, इस ठंड में सड़कों पर आएंगे, उनके घर तोड़ दिए जाएंगे, तो ये बहुत ही दुखद होगा, बहुत ही अत्यधिक दुखद होगा। इसलिए ये जो मेरा मौन उपवास है, ये 1 घंटे का जो है, ये माननीय मुख्यमंत्री को समर्पित है। मैं देवी का पाठ करके, उनका भजन गा करके जो है, ये अपने उपवास को प्रारंभ करूँगा।
हमारा कहना यह है कि हमने जो है रेलवे की जगह में कोई इंक्रोचमेंट नहीं किया गया है। सरकारी आदेशों के मुताबिक सरकारी पट्टों के हिसाब से रह रहे हैं। मेरे हाथ में जो है पेपर हैं, सरकार ने जो इसका सर्वे करा करके हम लोगों को पट्टे दिए हैं। ये देखिए सर, ये सर्वे करा हुआ पेपर है ये, जिसमें आपको जो है ये लाइन नंबर 18, ये लाइन नंबर 17 दिखाई दे रही है ऊपर। उसके बाद ये जो है सर्वे करा है और रेलवे की दूरी जो बताई गई 30 मीटर बताई गई है और इसमें 34 मीटर बताई गई है और इसके अलावा और भी सर्वे के नक्शे हैं। तो रेलवे की जगह पर तो हमने कोई अतिक्रमण कर नहीं रखा। रेलवे हमारी तो कोई बढ़ रही है बस्ती की।
So we are reporting from Haldwani, Banbhulpur area, and right behind me my VJ Manish is bringing you the visuals that sloganeering has begun here. People are trying to raise their concerns in front of the SP delegation. The SP delegation is here, and you can see that a sea of people from the entire vicinity has poured out on the streets right next to Samajwadi Party leaders' residence where Shri Hassan just came. And as you can see that they have come out on their roofs, in their balconies, and slowly in sections the sloganeering is happening. My video journalist, if we move a little forward and take you close to this particular vehicle on which the people are standing, and the sloganeering is also taking place. You can see that people have come out on the roof. They are on these vehicles, and now they are raising their voice, and sloganeering is taking place. They are of course denouncing the government, saying that they did not get much support from the side of the government, and they wish that the government could advocate for their case harder. But the question is that this entire atmosphere has come on display only after an SP delegation has come here. These people were doing their jobs, they were minding their own business, but just half an hour back HT Hassan along with other Samajwadi Party leaders reached here in this Banbhulpur area in Haldwani, and you can see the kind of sloganeering that is taking place over here, and this is a point of concern because such sloganeering then turns we have seen that how sometimes the situation gets out of hand. But people raising their concerns, they are worried as to what would be the verdict tomorrow, that how the Supreme Court is going to hear, because according to them they have been living here for a very, very long time. Some of the schools are even 100 years old, and now today that a delegation has come over here. They are they are a little agitated. They are pointing out their concerns, but the kind of political mileage minting is happening here is very I say it's questionable, because people over here have poured out in front of they've come out of their houses, they're raising their voices as the Supreme Court is going to hear. It is just, all of this is just happening just one day ahead of the case that will be heard by the Honorable Supreme Court tomorrow. They are going to hear the matter as the Delhi High Court has given the verdict in favor of the railways. You can see that the situation is a little aggravated. This situation is little aggravated, and the sloganeering continues. The situation is a little volatile over here, and all this is entailing the Samajwadi Party's leaders' visit over here. The people are raising their voices.
So we are looking at these live images right now coming in from Haldwani. Do remember, it is the Samajwadi Party right now that is at the spot. In fact, netas from the Samajwadi Party are there, and instead what they are also doing is they clearly are trying to politicize this entire issue ahead of an all-important Supreme Court hearing. And the question we are asking, as Madhurima will just join us back in a bit, is who is wanting to milk the entire situation? Why do you have netas who want to get into an issue that right now, remember, is being heard by the courts of the country, and this is a completely legal matter, and who really is wanting to play politics on it?
The Delhi hit and run case victim Anjali's family has earlier spoken to the media. They are citing Anjali's postmortem report and saying that Anjali had not consumed any alcohol before the accident. They've also further gone ahead to raise questions over Anjali's friend Nidhi's absence for 2 days. Republic has accessed the postmortem report of the victim in the Delhi hit-and-run case. The report reveals a bone-deep lacerated wound, also fracture at the lumbar region. Another CCTV footage now has emerged in the Delhi hit-and-run case. Anjali's friend Nidhi is seen returning home. And if you look very closely at the CCTV grab that you see on your screens, the time is said to be close to about 1:45 a.m. Serious questions now are being raised as the timing of this footage does not coincide with the timing that Nidhi has said that the accident took place at. The Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia earlier has visited the Delhi hit-and-run case victims' family. He has also met with the family members and assured them that they will continue to support them. Seven people who were taken in by the police from the hotel where the Delhi hit-and-run case victim and her friend partied have now been released. These 7 boys earlier were detained by the Delhi police for interrogation. The YSRCP leader Mahesh Naidu attacked a petrol pump staff, this in Nellore in Andhra Pradesh, after he was allegedly reluctant. And the police have started investigating the case. The accused has been booked under sections of the SC/ST Atrocity Act, Section 324 of the IPC. The main accused, along with the accomplices, have been apprehended. A case has been registered against an ASI of the Delhi police for ramming his car into 6 vehicles, including a PCR van, at a red light in the Dwarka More area. He was travelling in his private car when the accident took place. 4 people, including the ASI, have sustained injuries. Our next story is from the state of Maharashtra, where clashes broke out between the police and the Jain community. The community members staged a protest against the Jharkhand government's decision to declare Sri Samad Shekhaji a tourist place. Also, these clashes took place after the police tried to disperse the crowd. The SIT has questioned the Haryana Minister Sandeep Singh 5 days after the FIR was registered. The crime scene will also possibly be recreated at the residence of the accused. We head into a break right now. On the other side, the story from the state of Haryana gets bigger. Was there an attempt to silence the victim? There are reports indicating that the victim here was offered 1 crore rupees to leave the country. Also, BRS MLA is caught on tape. He's thrashing the toll plaza staff for doing his job.
I'm Shravan Sen reporting from New Delhi, and this is Republic TV.
Some more national news that we're tracking. Unidentified people attacked the priests gathered outside the ancestral home of former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in Udaipur in Tripura. The incident occurred at a time when a group of priests arrived at the former Chief Minister's residence. The mob attacked the priests and vandalized their vehicles. Stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express for the second day in a row. BJP has raised questions as to why was no action taken after the first attack. However, the TMC has hit back, asking the BJP not to politicize the issue. Actor Gayatri Raghuram quits the Bharatiya Janata Party, calls the BJP party chief Annamalai a tactical liar, further adds that women are not safe in Tamil Nadu. On the third day of the Delhi hit-and-run probe, victim's friend Nidhi gives testimony before Delhi police, reveals the victim was in a drunken state and insisted on driving the two-wheeler. The National Executive of the BJP to meet for 2 days on January 16th and 17th, likely to endorse an extension in its national president JP Nadda's tenure, key organizational body to deliberate on strategy for upcoming state assembly polls and prepare for 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well. Telugu Desam Party President, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu denied public meetings, rallies and roadshows. Naidu, who was planning to tour Chittoor district from today, has been denied by the Palamaneer police for the same. In a video shared by NFL Division, an RPF constable from Pune junction of Katihar Railway Division can be seen saving the life of a passenger. BJP Chief JP Nadda to be on a 2-day visit to pole-bound Karnataka on January 5th and 6th will also be visiting some key marts, including a prominent Veera Shaiva seminary of Siddhaganga. Early morning protests break out in Poonch, where anti-Pakistan slogans are raised and effigy.
Viewers, right now we are standing in the Madrovoil High Road where the accident took place yesterday, which took the life of a young IT engineer. You can clearly see the spot here. This is the exact place where the accident took place. There was a pothole here till yesterday, and now the local civic authorities and the local politicians and the municipal leaders all have come here, and they have closed the pothole. They have put out sand, stones, etc. And now we are taking you to the other end of this road where you can for yourself take a look at the municipal authorities who've gathered here, who are trying to place signboards and who are trying to make sure that load vehicles, utility vehicles, heavy load vehicles do not enter this road. Let's take a closer look at this scenario right now, which is happening right in front of our eyes. I'll ask my video journalist to zoom in so that you can clearly see traffic police and authorities who have gathered in this spot trying to make sure that a big signboard is placed so that heavy utility vehicles do not enter this road, and these kind of holes and pits in the middle of the road does not get created. Now we would want to like to show you the board here which they are about to place, which is clearly talking about no entry for heavy vehicles, for load vehicles which cross by this road. And that is what we are talking about. The Avadi Police Commissionerate has taken cognizance of this matter after a life has been lost, and that is the pathetic situation that we are looking at happening in Madrovoil near Chennai. And this is the scenario right now, and we'll be bringing you all details on this. This is Vashni Ramu along with camera person Lenin from Chennai for Republic TV.
We are heading into a break right now. When we come back, we will also put our focus on what's been happening in Bengal. Remember, this is the second Vande Bharat that has been targeted. Who really is behind the attack? It's a big BJP versus the TMC face-off. Also, these are images that you see on your screens of late last night. This is the former Chief Minister of the state of Tripura. Biplab Dev's home is attacked. The full story when we come back after this short break.
I'm Gursimran Singh in Jammu, and this is Republic.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Some more national news that we're tracking. Unidentified people attacked the priests gathered outside the ancestral home of former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in Udaipur in Tripura. The incident occurred at a time when a group of priests arrived at the former Chief Minister's residence. The mob attacked the priests and vandalized their vehicles. Stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express for the second day in a row. BJP has raised questions as to why was no action taken after the first attack. However, the TMC has hit back, asking the BJP not to politicize the issue. Actor Gayatri Raghuram quits the Bharatiya Janata Party, calls the BJP party chief Annamalai a tactical liar, further adds that women are not safe in Tamil Nadu. On the third day of the Delhi hit-and-run probe, victim's friend Nidhi gives testimony before Delhi police, reveals the victim was in a drunken state and insisted on driving the two-wheeler. The National Executive of the BJP to meet for 2 days on January 16th and 17th, likely to endorse an extension in its national president JP Nadda's tenure, key organizational body to deliberate on strategy for upcoming state assembly polls and prepare for 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well. Telugu Desam Party President, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu denied public meetings, rallies and roadshows. Naidu, who was planning to tour Chittoor district from today, has been denied by the Palamaneer police for the same. In a video shared by NFL Division, an RPF constable from Pune junction of Katihar Railway Division can be seen.
Welcome back. You're with us here on Republic. You're looking at almost the entire North India right now reeling under immense cold. Munsiari, remember, that's also known as Little Kashmir, has also seen a fresh spate of snowfall. A lot of tourists still continue to visit the place. This is a ground report getting you more details.
Some more national news that we're tracking. Unidentified people attacked the priests gathered outside the ancestral home of former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in Udaipur in Tripura. The incident occurred at a time when a group of priests arrived at the former Chief Minister's residence. The mob attacked the priests and vandalized their vehicles. Stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express for the second day in a row. BJP has raised questions as to why was no action taken after the first attack. However, the TMC has hit back, asking the BJP not to politicize the issue. Actor Gayatri Raghuram quits the Bharatiya Janata Party, calls the BJP party chief Annamalai a tactical liar, further adds that women are not safe in Tamil Nadu. On the third day of the Delhi hit-and-run probe, victim's friend Nidhi gives testimony before Delhi police, reveals the victim was in a drunken state and insisted on driving the two-wheeler. The National Executive of the BJP to meet for 2 days on January 16th and 17th, likely to endorse an extension in its national president JP Nadda's tenure, key organizational body to deliberate on strategy for upcoming state assembly polls and prepare for 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well. Telugu Desam Party President, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu denied public meetings, rallies and roadshows. Naidu, who was planning to tour Chittoor district from today, has been denied by the Palamaneer police for the same. In a video shared by NFL Division, an RPF constable from Pune junction of Katihar Railway Division can be seen saving the life of a passenger. BJP Chief JP Nadda to be on a 2-day visit to pole-bound Karnataka on January 5th and 6th. Will also be visiting some key marts, including a prominent Veera Shaiva seminary of Siddhaganga. Early morning protests break out in Poonch, where anti-Pakistan slogans are raised and effigy is burnt by locals demanding another surgical strike on Pakistan.
Viewers of Republic, for years since we have launched, we have fought on this network against these forces who incite me and who, I am ashamed to say, collect money by claiming to be victims. And those who, because their political masters are out of power today, will go to any extent to damage our country. And tonight I call upon you to reflect on this backsliding of ethics, to reflect on this total compromise of basic journalistic values, and ask yourself whether this fake news story, arguably the biggest in the world, is being hidden by those in the Lutyens media who think that the authors of this falsehood must be protected and not exposed because they are one of them. This time it's crossed all limits.
ये बात कही जा रही है कि कहीं ना कहीं उसकी स्टेटमेंट है क्रॉस वेरीफाई करने की जरूरत है। Statement as done is not being matched with the earlier statement which was given by the
पुलिस के जवान कुछ बता नहीं रहे, लेकिन आप देख सकते हैं
तस्वीरें दिखा रहे हैं, लगातार तस्वीरें आपको दिखा रहे हैं। जो पुलिस की टीम अंदर पहुंची थी निधि के घर के अंदर, वो अब निकल चुकी है और यहाँ से कहीं ना कहीं आप देख
रोल आप निधि की पड़ोसी हैं?
हाँ, हम यहाँ रहते हैं।
अच्छा,
मैं यहाँ धूप में बैठे।
आपको उसने कुछ बताया था? चोट?
हाँ, कह रही है एक्सीडेंट हो गया है।
अच्छा,
तो कहती ये लगी है और ये लगी है। फिर मैं यही बैठ गई, वो झाड़ू लगा के अंदर चली गई।
कुछ उसने बताया वो कहाँ हुआ?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ मैंने पूछा भी नहीं। मुझे आम होते रहते एक्सीडेंट का, क्या बोले।
अमूमन बातचीत होती थी आपकी पहले?
ऐसे बैठ जाते थे, झाड़ू वाड़ू लगाते थे, करती थी। तो मैं तो बैठी रहती हूँ, मेरे पैर से चला नहीं जाता था, बैठी रहती थी धूप में। हाँ जी।
निधि के घर में कौन कौन है?
यही रहती है और इसकी माँ भी आती है, भाई जाती है, बस और पता नहीं। और मुझे
कुछ काम हम क्या करती है? क्या
नहीं, हमने ये नहीं पूछा काम धंधे का इसका।
कुछ कब आती थी घर पे, कब जाती थी?
रहती भी थी, घर पे भी रहती थी, जाती भी होगी, पता नहीं।
अक्सर रात में देर से आना जाना था, तो कोई
अब किसको बताए कहाँ जाते हैं, क्या किसको हम पीछे तो नहीं जाएंगे ना उनके। अपने घर से दिख गए तो दिख गए, नहीं तो कोई बात नहीं है अपना।
आप निधि से कितनी दूरी पे आपका घर है?
जस्ट बिल्कुल ऐसे पास में है जी।
क्या बात हुई थी आपकी निधि से एक्सीडेंट के बाद? कुछ बात हुई?
सुबह मिली थी, उसकी चोट लग रही थी और उसको कहीं जाना होगा तो स्कूटी मांग रही थी मुझसे, बट मेरी स्कूटी थी नहीं घर पे, मैंने मना कर दिया। और चप्पल भी उसकी टूटी हुई थी, उसने कुछ बताया नहीं। पूछा भी था कि कैसे लगी, क्या हुआ, कह दीदी हल्की सी चोट लग गई।
कुछ एक्सीडेंट नहीं बताया?
जी नहीं, बहुत काफी देर से बाहर रोड पे भी खड़ी रही कि कोई स्कूटी मिले, कुछ मिले, उसको कुछ नहीं मिला और मेरे पास भी स्कूटी नहीं थी।
कब पता चला आप लोग को कि ऐसा ऐसा एक एक्सीडेंट हुआ है जिसमें?
वो मैंने घर वालों से नहीं बताया, मेरी मम्मी का घर है, मैं आई, इससे बात हुई, मैं अपने घर चली गई।
पर आपको पता कब चला कि
2 तारीख को?
2 तारीख को जब पुलिस आई?
जब पुलिस आई।
अच्छा, क्या पता लगा? अंजलि को कभी आपने देखा है कभी?
जी नहीं, वो लड़की कभी नहीं आई है।
वो लड़कियाँ
कभी नहीं आई, कभी नहीं देखा।
ठीक, आप अक्सर यहाँ होती हैं या कभी कभी आती हैं?
हाँ, आती तो रोज हूँ, पास में ही रहती हूँ, आती रोज हूँ, देखती हूँ वैसे तो इस लड़की को, मगर उस दिन घबराई हुई थी और चोट वोट लग रही थी।
बातचीत होती है वैसे अमूमन निधि के साथ बातचीत होती है?
निधि के साथ हाँ, गली में जैसे खड़ी है तो बात होती थी, मगर वो अंजलि को कभी नहीं देखा हमने यहाँ।
क्या आना जाना था? क्योंकि लोगों ने बताया शायद अक्सर देर रात आती थी, जो उसका 2:30 बजे को आई वो अमूमन उसका वही टाइम होता था आने जाने का।
होता होगा, बट मैं तो यहाँ रहती नहीं हूँ, मैं तो आती जाती हूँ, मम्मी का घर है, इतना मुझे नहीं पता।
In fact, more and more witnesses from the location where Nidhi, this mystery witness, has emerged. Now, that's the police team reaching Nidhi's residence, as there are more and more contradictions that are emerging in the version of this mystery girl called Nidhi, who claims she was with Anjali. And the police, having to answer more questions, have landed up at Nidhi's residence. They claimed yesterday that it's a breakthrough. Anuj, they claimed a breakthrough when they said they found Nidhi. But it appears that Nidhi has raised more questions than answers. Let's cut across. Let's cut across live. I think we're getting in more reactions.
वो काम हाँ
संतुष्ट है आप?
हाँ जी।
ये जो अच्छा निधि की तरफ से बहुत सारी बातें कही गई हैं, आप निधि को जानती हैं क्या, जो उसकी दोस्त बताई जा रही है?
मैं नहीं जानती निधि को।
आप निधि को जानती नहीं है? उससे पहले कभी कोई मुलाकात नहीं हुई?
पहले घर पे आए थे फिर लेके गए? मैंने नहीं देखा निधि को।
अच्छा, अंजलि को पहले निधि ने कहा कि बहुत शराब पी थी, लेकिन पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट में ऐसा है नहीं। अंजलि ने कहा कभी शराब पी थी?
हमारे घर पे तो कभी नहीं पी और नहीं कभी पी के आती थी ये वो।
निधि कभी घर पे आई आपके?
नहीं, मैंने नहीं देखा उसको।
निधि जो आरोप लगा रही है या जो बातें कह रही है, आपको लगता है कि वो ठीक है या गलत है?
गलत है।
ऐसा सारी निधि की बातें गलत है?
क्यों
कर रही होगी ऐसा?
हमें नहीं पता जी क्यों कर रही है।
आप अंजलि कभी किसी पार्टी में जाती थी, शराब वाली बात आती थी, ऐसी कभी बातें हुई हैं क्या?
नहीं।
आप निधि की इन सारी बातों से डिनायल करते हैं कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ?
अच्छा, ये बताइए मनीष जी से क्या बात हुई आपकी?
मनीष सिसोदिया भी आपसे मिलके गए, उनसे क्या बात हुई?
नीचे कर लो यार, मुंह ढक लो, क्या दिखेगा फिर? उन्होंने आश्वासन दिया है कि मेरे भाई को नौकरी देंगे और मेरी बीमारी का इलाज उठाएंगे।
अच्छा, एक बात बताइए, निधि के जो आरोप है उसको सिरे से खारिज करती है परिवार? आप सिरे से
खारिज करते हैं।
निधि कभी घर पे आई या नहीं?
नहीं।
कभी आपने उसे नहीं देखा उसके साथ? अंजलि के साथ
ऐसा क्यों कर रही होगी? आपको लगता है इससे जांच पर असर पड़ेगा?
लेकिन पुलिस निधि का बयान ले रही है, कह रही है उसकी दोस्त है।
मैं तो जानती नहीं हूँ, अगर बाहर से कोई फ्रेंड वगैरह हो, मैं नहीं जानती।
निधि कह रही थी 31 तारीख को पहले आपके घर आई थी, उसके बाद दोनों आई हैं।
मैंने नहीं देखा उसको।
आज तक आपने निधि को नहीं देखा?
नहीं देखा।
तो पुलिस उसे उसका दोस्त बताकर उसका बयान रिकॉर्ड कर रही है। आपने कहा पुलिस से कि उससे कोई मतलब नहीं?
चलो
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 चलो चलो चलो
हाँ 302 पत्र लिखा है। हाँ 302 का बयान।
हाँ 302 का बयान हमने बोला
उनको बोले दीजिए।
भाई उसके सीने में
अरे यार सब चाहिए अपने। चलो 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 निधि को नहीं जानते, कुल मिला के निधि को नहीं जानते। निधि से कोई बात नहीं भाई, आप बात निधि का नाम भी देखा आपके पास। अरे पकड़ो यार, हाथ नहीं लगाया। हाँ एक देखा है कभी अंजलि के साथ या नहीं? एक मिनट है, निधि को मैंने आज तक कभी नहीं देखा, वो अंजलि के साथ नहीं है। और निधि ने जो कहा है, अंजलि ने अल्कोहल करी थी, अगर अल्कोहल होती तो पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट में जरूर आती, ठीक है। और दूसरी बात, 1:30 बजे की उसमें क्या बोलते हैं फुटेज में वो लड़की साथ में थी, 2 बजे की फुटेज में वो लड़की साथ में नहीं थी। ये सारा प्लान उस निधि का है। नहीं तो निधि ऐसा क्यों कर रही है? जब उससे पहले आपने देखा नहीं, उससे दोस्ती नहीं, तो ऐसा क्यों कर रही है? ये तो पुलिस प्रशासन उससे सख्ताई से पूछे कि क्या कर रही है, क्यों कर रही है, ठीक है। जो पुलिस बात कह रही है वो उससे आप संतुष्ट है? पुलिस उसका बयान भी ले रही है, पुलिस की कार्रवाई से आप संतुष्ट हैं या उस पर भी सवाल है? अभी पुलिस की कार्रवाई से अभी तक तो संतुष्ट है, पर जो हम कहते हैं और अच्छे सख्ताई से पेश आए उससे पुलिस।
आपको निधि पे शक है क्या, जो वो सब बात कह रही है? जो
जी हमको पूरा शक है निधि पे।
क्यों ऐसा क्यों कर रही है निधि?
क्योंकि जिस टाइम अगर ये हुआ था एक्सीडेंट वगैरह जो भी इंसिडेंट उस टाइम हुआ था, तो उसका पहला फर्ज था दिल्ली पुलिस को फोन करने का, सामने ठीक है, परिवार को, और उसके परिवार में जाके उसकी मम्मी को बताने का, ठीक है। आज उसको डर लगा, वो यूँ कह रही मेरे को डर लग रहा था कि मेरे को डर लगेगा, पर वो आज वो 72 घंटे में इतने दिनों में क्यों लाइव आई है।
अच्छा, निधि ने जैसे शराब की बात कही, आपने मना किया नहीं है, आपने निधि को कभी देखा भी नहीं, तो ऐसी क्या बात है? क्योंकि उन दोनों में झगड़ा भी हो रहा है स्कूटी को लेकर, तो क्या बात है? आपको क्या लग रहा है कि निधि ये सब कुछ बोल रही है और उसके बाद बयान बदल भी रहे हैं, तो आपको क्यों लग रहा है ऐसा कि कुछ ना कुछ मामला गड़बड़ है निधि की तरफ से?
गड़बड़ है, निधि की तरफ से पूरा ही गड़बड़ है। क्या है कि जिस होटल में गई थी उस होटल में उसने खुद लड़की को बुलाया था। अगर हम किसी होटल में भी जाते हैं तो जिसके नाम का रजिस्टर्ड होता है वो बंदा खुद होता है, उसमें निधि का ही रजिस्ट्रेशन है, ना कि हमारी भांजी का।
निधि का नाम लिखा हुआ है।
हाँ जी, तो आप इसी से सोचो कि मतलब किसने किसको बुलाया, लड़के उसने बुलाए, उसने जबरदस्ती करवाने की हमारी भांजी के साथ कोशिश करवाई है, वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं हुई, वो लड़की जानबूझ को उसको पकड़ के ले जाने की कोशिश करी है, जो फुटेज में आ रहा है।
आपको क्या कारण आपको लग रहा है कि निधि बड़ी बात कह रहे हैं, को पकड़ के ले जाना चाहती थी? जबरदस्ती निधि आपकी भांजी को पकड़ के ले जाना चाहती थी?
हाँ, वो उसने 4 लड़के इसलिए बुलाए थे। अच्छा ठीक है,
तो आपकी भांजी इस बात को लेकर निधि से लड़ रही थी?
निधि ने, ये सब चाल निधि की है।
अच्छा, ये बड़ा आरोप आप निधि पर लगा रहे हैं।
हमने जो वो वीडियो देखी है उसमें नाम पे बोल रहे हैं।
आप लोग तो कह रहे थे आप निधि को नहीं जानते परिवार में कोई, तो फिर आपको ये कैसे पता चला?
जो उसकी बातों ने, जो हमने उसकी वीडियो देखी है, जो उसकी वीडियो देखी हमने उसके मुताबिक बोल रहे हैं।
तो यानी कि पुलिस निधि का बयान दर्ज कर रही है, तो आप पुलिस से भी ये बात कहेंगे कि ऐसा ना करें, निधि का बयान ना ले, पुलिस में भी आप जाएंगे क्योंकि आपने निधि के बयान पर सवाल उठा दिए?
सर अगर कोई भी है, अगर मैं कुछ कर, जैसे मैंने दारू पी ली है, मैं कुछ भी होता है तो दारू तो आनी चाहिए। पोस्टमार्टम हुआ है, उसमें अल्कोहल नहीं है, कुछ चीज नहीं है, ठीक है, ये एक्सीडेंट थोड़ी है। और वो यूं भी कह रही है कि इन लड़कों ने एक्सीडेंट करा है और मेरे सामने घसीटते हुए ले जा रहे हैं, तो तुम एक्सीडेंट हुआ था तो तू छोड़ के क्यों आई है?
अब परिवार क्या करेगा? पुलिस को इस बात के लिए बोलेगा कि निधि के बयान पर विश्वास ना किया जाए, आप लोग क्या करेंगे अभी?
हम पुलिस से चाहते हैं इससे सख्ताई से पेश आए।
क्या पुलिस
को कोई लिखित शिकायत देंगे निधि को लेकर? पुलिस को कोई लिखित शिकायत देंगे निधि को लेकर, निधि के बयान को लेकर, और निधि जिस तरीके से उसे खींच रही थी उसे लेकर, क्योंकि आपने आरोप लगाया कि निधि जबरदस्ती कर रही थी।
अभी जाके हमें जाके देखेंगे चार्जशीट में क्या हुआ था कि हमारे को ये मर्डर के धारा लगवानी है 302 और ये मर्डर ही हुआ है। इसमें इन्वॉल्व जरूर निधि है। हाँ जी, निधि पे मिली जुली है इसमें। हाँ जी, हाँ निधि पे कार्रवाई करवाना चाहता हूँ। यस 302 हाँ जी, निधि पे।
आपको क्या लग रहा है उसका प्लान है?
हाँ जी,
उसका प्लान है।
यस।
अच्छा एक बात नहीं, आप निधि के खिलाफ लेटर लिखेंगे?
पहले जाके हम पहले देखेंगे ना चार्जशीट क्या हुआ है।
अच्छा,
और लेटर की बात आएगी तो लेटर भी लिखा जाएगा।
आपकी तरफ से कोई परिवार का सदस्य निधि से मिला अभी तक?
नहीं, हम क्यों मिलेंगे? हम क्यों मिलेंगे?
आपको कैसे पता कि कोई साजिश है?
नहीं मिलेगा।
आपको ये लग रहा है कि अंजलि का मर्डर हुआ है और इस मर्डर में निधि
का हाथ है?
हाँ,
तो 302 आप चाहते हैं कि निधि के ऊपर भी लगे?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी,
निधि के ऊपर भी लगे 302, मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
यानी कि पूरा आप साजिश निधि से जोड़ कर मान रहे कि निधि की वजह से हुआ है।
आप कह रहे हैं कि निधि ने बुलाया?
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
More and more questions being raised on the mystery girl called Nidhi. In fact, more and more questions, the more she speaks, the more the number of questions that are emerging, and it continues to grow. It just doesn't add up. And the Delhi police, which yesterday held a news conference saying that they found this mystery witness called Nidhi, out of nowhere, they said it was a big victory for them, Anuj. They said it's a big victory for them that they've managed to find. They said it's because of our great investigation that we managed to find this witness called Nidhi. And now this witness emerges. Whatever she's saying doesn't add up. The family is finding contradictions, and we found contradictions in her claims, in her timings, in her versions. Even if the report doesn't add up, right? Why is the police there today? If they've investigated, examined, and taken a statement yesterday, Why are they at her doorstep today?
Well, exactly, Niranjan, this is the bigger question, because till yesterday this was the police, this was the senior most official who were claiming. Now they are having a big lead, now they are having a witness, and through which they are going to take the investigation ahead. On the other hand, her statement was recorded. But what happened today? When we were talking to the eyewitnesses, when we were talking to the man who saw her on that night at around 2:30 a.m., and we have accessed the CCTV, then the police came down to the doorstep of Nidhi and accessed that particular CCTV which we accessed and which we played. So that is something what has been done by the police now, and police now is not having the concrete answer, because this was none other but the senior most official who did the press conference and was claiming it. Now they are having this particular evidence, I beg your pardon, eyewitness, and now they are going ahead with the lead and they have recorded the statement. Right now, Niranjan, let me also give you the update. I am reporting from the Sultanpuri police station. The FSL team is all set to visit here any moment from now. Let me remind you that that particular car, the Baleno car and the scooty, both are inside. So FSL is again going to take some sample from there, what we have been told. So this is the schedule. Any moment from now, the FSL team is going to land over here at the Sultanpuri police station. But on the other hand, we also have to keep in mind, if we talk about the latest update, now family demands that Nidhi should be questioned again. They do not believe Nidhi. Even the mother is saying, I was not even knowing her. This is the big claim which has been made by the family of Anjali. On the other hand, when we were talking to the witnesses there right outside Nidhi's residence, who saw her, who were knowing her, claim that they do not know Anjali. No one of them knows Anjali, who Anjali is. She was in panic. She was saying that she want a mobile. Her battery is down. Her mobile battery is down. She want to charge it. That is what she asked from that particular witness. So FSL team, the latest update is, Niranjan, is going to land here any moment from now. We are reporting live on the story from Sultanpuri police station. Keep watching Republic TV. We will be right back after a short break. Stay tuned.
I am Priyanka Sharma from Gujarat, and this is Republic.
Some more national news that we're tracking. Unidentified people attacked the priests gathered outside the ancestral home of former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in Udaipur in Tripura. The incident occurred at a time when a group of priests arrived at the former Chief Minister's residence. The mob attacked the priests and vandalized their vehicles. Stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express for the second day in a row. BJP has raised questions as to why was no action taken after the first attack. However, the TMC has hit back, asking the BJP not to politicize the issue. Actor Gayatri Raghuram quits the Bharatiya Janata Party, calls the BJP party chief Annamalai a tactical liar, further adds that women are not safe in Tamil Nadu. On the third day of the Delhi hit-and-run probe, victim's friend Nidhi gives testimony before Delhi police, reveals the victim was in a drunken state and insisted on driving the two-wheeler. The National Executive of the BJP to meet for 2 days on January 16th and 17th, likely to endorse an extension in its national president JP Nadda's tenure, key organizational body to deliberate on strategy for upcoming state assembly polls and prepare for 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well. Telugu Desam Party President, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu denied public meetings, rallies and roadshows. Naidu, who was planning to tour Chittoor district from today, has been denied by the Palamaneer police for the same. In a video shared by NFL Division, an RPF constable from Pune junction of Katihar Railway Division can be seen. A
VVIP racism and high-handedness of a BRS MLA was recorded on tape, where we can see that the BRS MLA Durgam Chinnaya was seen assaulting and slapping a toll plaza employee, allegedly for not allowing his vehicle to go ahead, is what we are being told. But and also at the same time, this was when he was returning from Hyderabad. All of this was recorded on the CCTV, where we can clearly see that how the BRS MLA was being stopped by the security personnel and the other people who were along with him. But also at the same time, now what the police officials are saying is that they have not received any sort of complaint in regard with this, but they are investigating into the matter, as this video has now gone viral on social media. And also at the same time, the BJP here have been raising questions on the high-handedness and the VVIP racism which the BRS MLA was seen. This is Anjali with regional Chandra for Republic TV.
Delhi police still need to answer many questions, as the key witness statement is not matching the postmortem report. Reporting live on the story, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
This is Abhishek Kapoor reporting from New Delhi, and this is Republic.
Some more national news that we're tracking. Unidentified people attacked the priests gathered outside the ancestral home of former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in Udaipur in Tripura. The incident occurred at a time when a group of priests arrived at the former Chief Minister's residence. The mob attacked the priests and vandalized their vehicles. Stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express for the second day in a row. BJP has raised questions as to why was no action taken after the first attack. However, the TMC has hit back, asking the BJP not to politicize the issue. Actor Gayatri Raghuram quits the Bharatiya Janata Party, calls the BJP party chief Annamalai a tactical liar, further adds that women are not safe in Tamil Nadu. On the third day of the Delhi hit-and-run probe, victim's friend Nidhi gives testimony before Delhi police, reveals the victim was in a drunken state and insisted on driving the two-wheeler. The National Executive of the BJP to meet for 2 days on January 16th and 17th, likely to endorse an extension in its national president JP Nadda's tenure, key organizational body to deliberate on strategy for upcoming state assembly polls and prepare for 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well. Telugu Desam Party President, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu denied public meetings, rallies and roadshows. Naidu, who was planning to tour Chittoor district.
Delhi killing victim Anjali's family representative, while speaking to the media, has cited the postmortem report, while adding that Anjali had not consumed alcohol before the killing. Further raising questions over the friend Nidhi's absence for 2 days and sudden re-emergence in the case. Republic has accessed the postmortem report of victim Anjali in the Delhi hit-and-run case. The report revealing a deep bone lacerated wound, fracture at the lumbar region, total of 40 wounds as per the report.
नहीं, वही तो मैं कह रही हूँ कि ये तो वही सेटलर्स का प्लान है, किसी तरीके से जो जम्मू के, उससे पहले आपको पता है लैंड लीज.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Some more national news that we're tracking. Unidentified people attacked the priests gathered outside the ancestral home of former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in Udaipur in Tripura. The incident occurred at a time when a group of priests arrived at the former Chief Minister's residence. The mob attacked the priests and vandalized their vehicles. Stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express for the second day in a row. BJP has raised questions as to why was no action taken after the first attack. However, the TMC has hit back, asking the BJP not to politicize the issue. Actor Gayatri Raghuram quits the Bharatiya Janata Party, calls the BJP party chief Annamalai a tactical liar, further adds that women are not safe in Tamil Nadu. On the third day of the Delhi hit-and-run probe, victim's friend Nidhi gives testimony before Delhi police, reveals the victim was in a drunken state and insisted on driving the two-wheeler. The National Executive of the BJP to meet for 2 days on January 16th and 17th, likely to endorse an extension in its national president JP Nadda's tenure, key organizational body to deliberate on strategy for upcoming state assembly polls and prepare for 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well. Telugu Desam Party President, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu denied public media.
First pictures coming in from the national capital as there is more movement. The Delhi police team, which was at the residence of the girl called Nidhi, whose role is under question. They were at the residence of Nidhi. They've now returned to the station. First pictures coming in. We'll take a short break and come back with the headlines at 3 p.m.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Some more national news that we're tracking. Unidentified people attacked the priests gathered outside the ancestral home of former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in Udaipur in Tripura. The incident occurred at a time when a group of priests arrived at the former Chief Minister's residence. The mob attacked the priests and vandalized their vehicles. Stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express for the second day in a row. BJP has raised questions as to why was no action taken after the first attack. However, the TMC has hit back, asking the BJP not to politicize the issue. Actor Gayatri Raghuram quits the Bharatiya Janata Party, calls the BJP party chief Annamalai a tactical liar, further adds that women are not safe in Tamil Nadu. On the third day of the Delhi hit-and-run probe, victim's friend Nidhi gives testimony before Delhi police, reveals the victim was in a drunken state and insisted on driving the two-wheeler. The National Executive of the BJP to meet for 2 days.
Scooties inside. This is the FSL team who has just reached Sultanpuri police station. Now they are going to examine, they are going to investigation ahead, and as this we are telling this to our viewer that the car is inside, the scooty is inside, that Baleno car is inside and the scooty is inside. That's something on which the FSL team is going to work out, and FSL team has now just entered the Sultanpuri police station. With video journalist Anup, I am Manoj, and this is Republic.
This is Alisha Ajanar reporting from Mumbai, and this is Republic.
Some more national news that we're tracking. Unidentified people attacked the priests gathered outside the ancestral home of former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb in Udaipur in Tripura. The The incident occurred at a time when a group of priests arrived at the former Chief Minister's residence. The mob attacked the priests and vandalized their vehicles. Stone pelting on the Vande Bharat Express for the second day in a row. BJP has raised questions as to why was no action taken after the first attack. However, the TMC has hit back, asking the BJP not to politicize the issue. Actor Gayatri Raghuram quits the Bharatiya Janata Party, calls the BJP party chief Annamalai a tactical liar, further adds that women are not safe in Tamil Nadu. On the third day of the Delhi hit-and-run probe, victim's friend Nidhi gives testimony before Delhi police, reveals the victim was in a drunken state and insisted on driving the two-wheeler. The National Executive of the BJP to meet for 2 days on January 16th and 17th, likely to endorse an extension in its national president JP Nadda's tenure, key organizational body to deliberate on strategy for upcoming state assembly polls and prepare for 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well. Telugu Desam Party President, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu denied public meetings, rallies and roadshows. Naidu, who was planning to tour Chittoor district from today, has been denied by the Palamaneer police for the same. In a video shared by NFL...
Viewers, it's time for Superfast 50. I'm Shivangi Shukla. Let's get started. 2 days in a row, stone pelting was done on the Vande Bharat train in Bengal. BJP has raised questions as to why no action was taken after the first attack. However, TMC has hits back, asking the BJP to not politicize. In what seems to be a big cover-up by the Tamil Nadu authorities, days after IT professional Shobhana lost her life after she was run over by a lorry in Tamil Nadu, Pothole at the accident spot was covered up hurriedly, and the truck driver Mohan has been arrested on charges of rash driving. Inside details have emerged in Haryana Minister Sandeep Singh case. Sources have informed that victim's phone has been seized by the police and provided the screenshot of chat with Haryana Minister. Reveals a message that was sent by Sandeep Singh on 13th of May through Snapchat. It's now a crucial piece of evidence. SIT is currently questioning Haryana Minister Sandeep Singh 5 days after FIR. SIT questions Minister Sandeep Singh. According to sources, victim is also supposed to reach Sandeep Singh's residence. A day after former Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Dev's ancestral home was attacked by unidentified mob, Biplab Dev spoke to the public. Dev has blamed left guarders for the attack that took place a day ahead of his father's death anniversary.
ये जो स्थिति है, कम्युनिस्ट ने बार-बार ही पूरे देश में ऐसा कोशिश करते हैं कि विशेष संप्रदाय के लोगों को उकसा के राजनीति करना चाहते हैं और ये बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यजनक है।
Belampalli MLA Durgam Chinaina was seen allegedly assaulting toll plaza staff after he stopped his vehicle at a toll plaza in Telangana. CCTV footage has clearly captured the VVIP arrogance of the politician who was clearly seen slapping the toll plaza staff. A 72-year-old Jain monk who was on a fast against Jharkhand government's decision to declare Sri Samed Shikharji as a tourist place has died in Jaipur. The police said that after participating in the peace march in Jaipur against the decision. Jain committee members have staged a protest in Mumbai against the Jharkhand government's decision to declare Sri Samed Shikharji a tourist place. Protests have strongly demanded revocation of their decision. Sources confirmed that a team of NHAI visited the site of cricketer Rishabh Pant's accident case, where officials ruled out Pothole as a possible reason behind the accident. Meanwhile, Rishabh Pant has been airlifted to Mumbai by the BCCI. Thousands of people in Haldwani have taken to the streets in a bid to protect their homes after they were served eviction notices based on a High Court order. Samajwadi Party delegation in Haldwani has reached the protest site. He's getting some big breaking news coming in at this point of time. Big breaking news coming in at this point. In fact, let's see that statement. BCCI statement has come out on Rishabh Pant right now, viewers. This is a big story coming for you right now. The Board of Control for Cricket in India has made all necessary arrangements to shift India wicket-keeper Rishabh Pant to Mumbai. Let's go to Ankit, who's joining us live from the Mumbai newsroom. Ankit, it looks like the BCCI statement has come out where they're saying that all the arrangements have been made to shift Rishabh Pant to Mumbai, and the BCCI also, Ankit, has been supervising the treatment of Rishabh Pant.
That is what the BCCI says, Shivangi, and so accordingly he is going to be flown in an air ambulance to Mumbai, where he will be kept at the Dhirubhai Ambani, the Kokila Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital and Medical Research Institute under the supervision, and they've named the Dr. Dinshaw Pardiwala, who is the head of sports medicine and the director of arthroscopy and shoulder service at the hospital. We know that he had suffered an injury on his forehead, on his back, and he had suffered ligament injury on his knee, and it says that Rishabh will undergo surgery and then subsequent procedures for ligament tear, and he will continue to be monitored by the BCCI medical team throughout his recovery and rehabilitation. The board will take every effort to aid and expedite the recovery process of Rishabh and will provide him with the support that he needs, period. So principally the BCCI is telling us that Rishabh Pant, who is at the Max Hospital in Dehradun at the moment, where he has been since the morning of his accident, will be airlifted to the Kokilabhen Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital in Mumbai. He will undergo surgery for his ligament injuries. That is what has been said by the BCCI. He is being placed under the care of a doctor who specializes in sports medicine and in arthroscopy and shoulder services. It is a ligament injury. Sports in the past has been replete with great advancements that have been made in ligament tear injuries, particularly to the knee, because of which nowadays players can come back and they can play as if nothing ever happened. We'll need to see how this goes in Rishabh Pant's case, but he is being primed for surgery. That is the injury on which he is likely to seek more medical treatment, which hopefully means that all his other injuries, the one on his forehead, that on his back, are not serious in any way and will not impact him going forward. So Rishabh Pant said to be moved to Mumbai in an air ambulance at Dhirubhai Kokilabhen Ambani Hospital.
All right, thank you so much, Ankit, for getting us all the details. So there's a big statement coming out by the BCCI where they're saying that all the arrangements have been made to shift Rishabh Pant to Mumbai. And remember that the BCCI is also monitoring the treatment of Rishabh Pant. Thank you, Ankit. And now, viewers, we will go ahead and get you all the details on Superfast 50. Let's continue. Republic spoke to the man who saved lives of civilians on the day of the attack. Bal Krishna, who is a village defense guard member, fired at the terrorists when the third house was attacked in Dhangri village. After he fired 2 rounds at the terrorist escaped from the village.
उस टाइम मुझे यही सोच रहा था कि मेरा पूरा गांव उन्होंने घेरा हुआ है, कि इसलिए मुझे जल्द से जल्द इनको बचाना है। तब मैंने बाहर निकल कर अपनी हिम्मत नहीं हारी, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसे लग रहा था कि बचना तो मरना तो रब के हाथ में है। अब निकलूंगा तो तब ये बचेंगे। तब मैंने फायरिंग की, तब वो भागे, तो उस कारण ये थोड़ा सा गांव बचा, नहीं तो उनका 30-40 घर ऐसे ही उनको मार के घर जाना था।
7 people who were taken by the Delhi police from hotel where Delhi hit and run case victim had her friend partied have been released. 7 boys were detained by Delhi police for interrogation have been released now. Another CCTV footage has emerged in the Delhi hit and run case where Anjali's friend Nidhi is seen returning home at 1:45 a.m. Serious questions are being surfacing at the timing of the CCTV footages, and Nidhi's statement has showed contradictions. Deputy CM Manish Sisodia arrived at the victim's residence in Sultanpuri in New Delhi, where he met the victim's family and assured that strict punishment will be levied against accused. Republic has accessed the post-mortem report of victim Anjali in Delhi hit-and-run case. The report has revealed a bone-deep lacerated wound and fracture at the lumbar region with 40 other injuries. Two functionaries of the DMK have been arrested for allegedly harassing a lady constable during a party event held over the weekend in Chennai. Arrest comes hours after they were suspended from the party. After two DMK leaders are finally arrested and suspended by party for harassing a lady constable at a party event in Chennai, Tamil Nadu BJP State President K. Annamalai has questioned DMK. Annamalai has alleged a cover-up over the issue for over 48 hours. The Supreme Court has refused to hear Samajwadi Party leaders Azam Khan's plea seeking transfer of all the cases against him outside UP. The top court has asked Khan to file a petition in High Court. In another ghastly incident that was captured on CCTV footage, a man was seen stabbing a girl multiple times in broad daylight in the national capital. Both had a verbal brawl which took an extremely violent turn. IT sleuths have started raiding Excel company offices in Telangana. Around 20 teams involved in the raids that are being conducted in connection with some irregularities which were found in transactions. Assistant Sub-Inspector of Delhi Police has been booked after his car hit several vehicles in Delhi's Dwarka sector, leaving 5 people injured. Legal action is being taken against him and all the injured are undergoing treatment. Protesters erupted in Pooch in connection with the Rajouri terror attack, where anti-Pakistan slogans were raised and effigies were burnt. Protesters were seen demanding another surgical strike. YSRCP leader Mahesh Naidu attacked a petrol pump staff in Nellore of Andhra Pradesh after he was allegedly reluctant to pour petrol on credit. Police have started investigating the case and the accused have been booked under SC/ST Atrocity Act, Section 324 of the IPC. Massive protests broke out against Nitish Kumar government in Patna. BSSC aspirants were largely charged by the police officers as the protest took a violent turn. For the first time in 100 years, the US House of Representatives have failed to elect speakers despite 3 attempts to obtain the required support in 3 rounds of voting on Tuesday, has resulted in growing uncertainty over Kevin McCarthy's fate, who was regarded as the Republican Party's favorite to become a speaker. Myanmar's military leader on Independence Day, a parade told that the preparations of the national election plan will begin. The plan is widely seen as an attempt to legitimize the military's 2020 seizure of power through the ballot box and deliver results that would ensure the generals retain control. Wesley Brownlee, a suspect in the serial killing which was produced in court. Wesley has now been charged for killing 7 people in Northern California since April 2021. He was also charged with 4 of the killings of last week. Tokyo Stock Exchange held a ceremony marking the first trading day of 2023, starting at 25,834. The country is expecting 2023 to bring an upward trend to the Japanese economy. Incumbent and newly elected senators participated in a ceremonial swearing in on the first day with Vice President Kamala Harris on Tuesday. Harris was the first female vice president in U.S. history who's also presiding over the Senate on the first day of the 118th Congress. Former NATO Secretary General met Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen to discuss how democracies in the world can cooperate to counter the expansion of authoritarianism, especially in China.
खट्टर साहब, संदीप सिंह पे जो आरोप लगे उस पर आप क्या कहेंगे? जो संदीप सिंह पे आरोप लगे, 5 जन के बाद आप इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रही है।
Just stop the visit of Chief Minister of Haryana, Manolal Khattar, from whom we tried to ask questions
on the serious allegations those are there leveled against the Sports Minister of Haryana, on which he has now maintained a complete silence. Remember that a couple of days back he was also seen defending him, but today he has maintained complete silence. We asked him as to why his government is investigating the case after 5 days of registering FIR. Remember that SIT is now investigating this case there in Chandigarh. With Anand, I'm Piyush Mishra in Delhi for Public TV. खट्टर साहब, संदीप सिंह पे जो आरोप लगे उसका क्या कहेंगे? जो संदीप सिंह पे आरोप लगे, पांच जन के बाद आप इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रही है। Just saw pictures of Chief Minister of Haryana, Manohar Khattar, from whom we tried to ask questions on the serious allegations those are there leveled against the Sports Minister of Haryana, on which he has now maintained a complete silence. Remember that a couple of days back he was also seen defending him, but today he has maintained complete silence. We asked him as to why his government is investigating the case after 5 days of registering FIR. Remember that SIT is now investigating this case there in Chandigarh. With Anand, I'm Piyush Mishra in Delhi for. खट्टर साहब, संदीप सिंह पे जो आरोप लगे उसका क्या कहेंगे? जो संदीप सिंह पे आरोप लगे, पांच जन के बाद आप इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रही है। Just saw pictures of Chief Minister of Haryana, Manohar Khattar, from whom we tried to ask questions on the serious allegations those are there leveled against the Sports Minister of Haryana, on which he has now maintained a complete silence. Remember that a couple of days back he was also seen defending him, but today he has maintained complete silence. We asked him as to why his government is investigating the case after 5 days of registering FIR. Remember that SIT is now investigating this case there in Chandigarh. With Anand, I'm Piyush Mishra in Delhi for Public TV.
All right, so we saw Republic confronting Haryana MLA, Haryana CM Khattar. Haryana CM Khattar has been confronted by Republic. Let's go straight to Amandeep. Amandeep, right now the SIT is also going ahead and questioning the Minister Sandeep Singh. Go ahead and tell us what exactly did the Haryana CM Khattar say when Republic confronted him?
Well, Shivangi, the point is that Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar earlier has cleared his stand with the defence to his own minister Sandeep Singh, and saying these are all the allegations and in fact it has yet to be proved. And now when the SIT has stepped up his investigation and even the statement of a victim has also been recorded, so the situation is turning silent for the Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar. So the now entire situation is in a very grip, especially for Haryana Chief Minister, who earlier tried to defend his own minister. And in fact, meanwhile, Shivangi, I can show you the visuals. This SIT is still inside the residence of Sandeep Singh Minister, where the victim has also visited and created the entire crime scene. And further, now SIT of Chandigarh Police is investigating the entire matter and inspecting the entire crime scene and also recording the statements of the witnesses who are actually working inside the residence of Sandeep Singh. But meanwhile, Shivangi, the most important point is that so far Sandeep Singh is still a cabinet minister. He has not resigned, and he
All right, viewers, getting some more breaking updates coming in right now. More breaking updates coming in where we are learning that the report has been submitted to the MHA accepting lapses on part of the Delhi police. So we're getting some more details coming in. This is the hit and run update that we're getting for you right now. Report has been submitted to the MHA and lapses have been admitted in the report. Now, this is source-based information. And remember, viewers, that the Home Minister Amit Shah had asked for a detailed report, and not just a detailed report, a probe which is without fear and a quick probe in the matter. So we're getting these back-to-back updates right now, where the report has been submitted to the MHA accepting lapses on part of the Delhi police. Remember, many questions were raised on what was happening, why were there so many lapses, why did it take so many hours to find Anjali after the first PCR call was made, and also those questions have been raised by the people of Delhi asking that what really happened, why was the Delhi police so relaxed on New Year's Eve especially. So right now we are seeing that the report has been submitted to the Home Ministry. These are top details we are learning at this point of time, viewers, where the report has been submitted. The lapses as well are mentioned very clearly in that report. And yesterday we saw that there were these visuals coming in. We showed you the protests and the anger on the streets of Delhi. And they were the last rites of Anjali which were performed yesterday. And when the last rites were performed, a lot of people were asking this question who had come to bid Anjali a last goodbye, that what really happened and why did this case come out. Okay, let's go to Aishwarya Kapoor, our executive editor. Aishwarya, now we see that the report has been submitted to the Home Ministry. What are the details we're picking up?
Well, at this point of time, Delhi police has itself accepted lapses, and they are not 2 but 4 to 5 particular lapses which they have accepted to in this report being submitted back to the Home Ministry. A special CP Shalini Singh has submitted this back this report after the Home Minister of the country himself intervening and asking her to act without fear or favor. 8 police officers, that is what we are being told by our sources, have been identified against whom action will be taken in this regard. Because at this point of time, it is not only about those beat constables, about those beat officers who were present at the picketing, that is the barricading, who were present there, because on that 10 to 12 kilometer road there was picketing, there were PCR vans, but they did not respond. So why first, the question has been raised, why did they not respond? And secondly, even when they were informed, because eyewitnesses called the PCR, why did the PCR officers, the officers on duty did not respond? If they would have responded back on time, Shivangi, the life of this girl could have been saved. And hence, this report of the Delhi police back to the Home Ministry has accepted lapses and faults in their own response. And hence we say that Delhi police itself is saying that action needs to be taken on certain particular officers who did not act and respond at that very point of time. And if they would have responded, the life of this girl could have been saved. Because the picketing, if the police officers or the beat constables present at the first picketing, if they would have responded in time, then the life of this girl Anjali could have been saved in time. But that did not happen, and hence now Delhi police itself is in its report back to the Home Ministry is submitting and saying that lapses took place at least 4 particular points, out of which our sources have completely cleared that 2. First is on the point of the beat constables who were present at the picketing, and second is the response time of the PCR, because they drove for 47 minutes. 47 minutes they were not stopped while the body of that girl was still being dragged. So all of this was happening, and the first responders did not respond. And the Delhi police is accepting its fault, the fault of these officers, and what we are also being told by our sources that action would be taken, and 8 officers have been named in itself in this report by Shalini Singh back to the MHA.
Right. Well, Aishwarya Kapoor is getting us all the details, our executive editor, politics. But Aishwarya, as you're sharing these top source-based information with us, I would also like you to help our viewers understand that which are the points which are coming up when it comes to lapses by the Delhi police. Because even when they were the final rites of Anjali being performed, a lot of people, even on the ground, they have said the same thing, that where was the security lapse on the part of the Delhi police? All right, we'll come back to Aishwarya Kapoor, but like I was telling you, viewers, when the final rites were being performed, a lot of protesters were on the road. They were saying that Why was Delhi police not active on that night, on the intervening night of January 1st and December 31st, the New Year's Eve? Why was Delhi police acting so slow? Why was there a go slow? Many questions not just being raised here, but also being raised by the people of Delhi. And right now, viewers, when we know about the details coming in on the report, we know the report has been submitted to the MHA accepting the lapses on part of the Delhi police. So a lot of questions being raised right now, a lot of loose ends there, which need a lot of clarity, So right now, viewers, we're seeing that the report has been submitted to the MHA, and like Ashurya Kapoor, our executive editor, Politics, was telling us this report has been given and questions being raised on what happened when it comes to security from the part of the Delhi police. Let's go to Tanisha. Tanisha is joining us live too. Tanisha has been on ground. Tanisha has been getting us all the updates. Tanisha, take us through what we are learning right now, because a short while back a report has been submitted to the MHA, and that report is accepting lapses on part of the Delhi police. The Home Minister had asked for a report. The Home Minister had said earlier that he wants a quick probe and a fair probe and a probe without fear. Tanisha.